A 1.6 litre engine in an SUV? Is that really a good idea? Honda seem to think so, as they've added their new small diesel engine to their best-selling CR-V range. But before we get into that, and in case you're new to what's made the CR-V something of a success story for Honda, let's cover a few of the basics. The 4th generation CR-V is a handsome beast with a rugged front grille and chunky wheel arch extensions. Inside you'll find quality materials and a pair of extremely comfy seats with an excellent range of adjustment, while the controls are all well laid out and simple to use. It's incredibly practical too, with an array of cubby holes dotted around the cabin, ports for your phone or iPod, decent door bins with space for water bottles and other goodies, and our favourite little touch, a sunglasses holder that doubles up as a mirror so parents can keep an eye on unruly children. Speaking of backseat passengers, they should be fairly comfy back there, as Honda have managed to do away with the transmission tunnel to create a flat floor. However, what's really clever about the rear seats is the way they fold. Tug a lever in the boot and the seat base flips up, the headrest tucks in and the seat backs fold forward, all in one swift movement. With the seats in place, there's 589 litres of space available, but with the seats folded that rises to 1,648 litres. So now let's talk about that engine. From its 1.6 litres it develops a modest sounding 118 brake horsepower. More useful though is its 300 Nm of torque. One thing to bear in mind though is that the 1.6 is only available with 2-wheel drive, but by ditching the extra 4-wheel drive hardware, Honda has saved around 116 kg in weight. The result is a CR-V that pays no road tax in its first year and only £30 a year after that. Officially it's capable of up to 62.8 mpg, and during our time with it we averaged around 55. So what's it like on the move? Well, it's surprisingly pokey. There is some lag below 2000 RPM, and there's perhaps a little too much diesel clatter entering the cabin at idle, but once up to speed this quickly dies down. The gearbox has a beautifully slick shift action, and once you reach cruising speed it all becomes very refined. In normal driving its torque reserves are more than enough to allow the CR-V to keep up with traffic, its smaller capacity really only becoming evident if you push into the outer reaches of the rev range. It's surprisingly comfortable at a high-speed cruise, and the quiet cabin makes it feel calm and refined. The suspension quietly goes about its job of smoothing out imperfections too, and this only adds to its relaxed nature. In fact, we'd say there's little to feel shortchanged about versus the larger 2.2. That said, some drivers will be unwilling to buy an SUV that isn't 4-wheel drive, and we'd have liked to have seen it made available at least as an option. Not only does it provide all-weather traction and a sense of security, but with some of the engine's torque distributed to the rear wheels, feel through the steering wheel improves. We also found it relatively easy to overwhelm the tractor control on damp surfaces in low gears, something that's unlikely to happen in the 4-wheel drive models. So, if 2-wheel drive is realistically all you need, does that make the new small diesel CR-V the pick of the range? We think so. Perhaps a surprising statement for an SUV with a lowly 1.6 litres. But then, this is an engine that punches well above its weight.